Alrighty, so this is your lecture for today. These are advanced transformations of absolute value graphs. Alright, so we've had the basic ones. We have done the basic ones on our worksheet. Those are the ones that we did in class together. Those are the ones that don't take much difficulty when we look at them. So we're going to be moving on to graphing absolute value transformations when they aren't exactly pretty. Okay, so first let's review our simple absolute value graphs. Alright, so we have been working with the form y equals a times x minus h plus k. Okay, we learned that this shifts your graph up or down. We've learned that this changes your slope. We have learned that this shifts it left or right. Okay? And our vertex is found at HK. So that means that if I have something that looks like this, remember that whatever's inside of our absolute value, it's going to be the opposite direction of what we think. So this is going to take us right 2, and this is going to take us up 2. That should be a 3. Right 3 and up 2. So our new vertex would be 3, 2. Okay? So that's what we were working on yesterday. Today, we are going to deal with the more advanced ones, the ones that look something like this. Okay? And what's different about these is that now there is something in front of our x. So we can explain these as being in the form of a absolute value of bx minus h plus k. So this means that there is now something in front of your x. Okay? Before, there was nothing in front of our x. We just followed our rules to graph it. But now there is something in front of our x. So, our vertex is going to be a little bit more difficult to find because now we have something in front of our x. We can't just simply shift the graph left and up, right and up, whatever it may be. We can't just shift this graph 3 to the right, which is what we would usually do. Now, because there's something in front of our x, we have to do an extra step. So our first step will be to set what is in absolute value to 0 and solve. And remember, when I say the word set, I mean make it equal to 0. So this one, I'm going to set whatever's inside of my absolute value signs, which is 3x minus 3, equal to 0. And I'm going to solve for x. So I'm going to add my 3 to both sides. And then I'm going to divide by 3. Alright, so that is my new x value of my vertex. Okay? My vertex is going to be found at 1, the x value. And our y value is going to be whatever's hanging off of the end. Remember, because this shifts us up or down. So in this case, we have nothing hanging off the end. It's an imaginary 0. So our y value is going to be 0. So for the x, we set what is an absolute value to 0 and solve for x. And for our y, we look at our k. This is whatever our k is. And in this case, our k was 0 because we didn't have anything hanging off the end. In this case, our k was 2 because we had a 2 hanging off the end. Alright, so this is our vertex. So our vertex of this graph is going to be at 1, 0. Okay? So the only thing that we've changed is that instead of just simply looking at how we shift things right or left by looking at this, now because there's something in front of our x, we have to set it equal to 0. But then the question comes in, well, how am I supposed to find my other points now? Because if we look at here, we see that we have a 3 in front. So that should change our slope based on our rules. However, that b is going to trip everything up. So when we have something in front of our x, we have to do it the long way. We have to make a table of values. Okay, so we already know what's at 1. At the point 1, we have the y value of 0. Now I want to find 2 points to the left or right, okay, because I want to be able to graph this. So I know my vertex is 1, 0. I'm going to go 2 points backwards from that, 0, negative 1. And all I'm going to do is plug those x values into my original equation. So my original equation was 3, absolute value of 3x minus 3. I'm going to plug 0 in first. 3, absolute value of 3 times 0 minus 3. 0 minus 3 is negative 3. The absolute value of negative 3 is 3. So 3 times 3 equals 9. So at the point 0, I'm going to have a y value of 9. Okay. That means on the other side, because these are symmetrical, I'm going to have a y value of 9. So our graph is going to stretch through those 2 points. And that is our absolute value graph. So it made our slope steeper because of the 3 in front. We don't even have to graph this one because it's going to be off the charts. But it made our slope steeper because of this 3. But it's not a perfect up 3 over 1. Okay? So I guess our second step would be to we find our vertex, and then we have to graph the long way, like we learned in Algebra 1, Algebra 2. Alright, so I threw a lot at you, so let me actually grab your worksheet that I gave you for last night, and I will do some problems on there so you can see what I expect. Alright, so this is the back of our worksheet that I handed out to you yesterday. And as you can see, these are going to have a b in front of the x. So we have to solve these the long way. Okay? If you have a b, you have to solve it the long way. These are in the form a times bx minus, is it h or k there? H plus k. Okay? They're in that form. So we have to do it the long way, the way that I just showed you. Okay, so on this first one, all right, we know based on our k that our y value is going to be 4 of our vertex. Okay, that part doesn't change. That's going to shift our graph up 4. If it was negative, it would shift our graph down 4. Now, to find our x value, we can't just simply take whatever the opposite of our h is. We have to set everything inside of here equal to 0 and solve. So I'm going to say 2x plus 2 equals 0. I'm going to subtract the 2 and I'm going to divide by 2. X equals -1. That's my new vertex. So, -1, 4. That's my vertex. And I'm ready to graph. So, I see that there's a negative in front of there. That means that my graph is going to open downwards. Okay, so instead of being an right side up V, it's going to be an upside down V. And we're going to graph it the long way. We're going to make a table of values. So I already have -1, 4. I'm going to plug in, I'm going to go the opposite direction. I'm going to plug in 0 and I'm going to plug in 1. So when I plug 0 into here, 2 times 0 plus 2 is going to be 2. Okay, let me do this the long way because this is a longer equation. So we're going to plug in 0. -2 absolute value of 2 plus 4. The absolute value of 2 is 2, so it's going to be -4 plus 4, which gives us 0. All I did was I plugged this point into my original equation. So at 0, I'm going to have a value of 0. That means on the other side, because it's symmetrical, I'm going to have the same exact point. So my graph is going to go through those points. So I set my absolute value sign equal to 0 to find my x value of my vertex. Then I plugged in a point to find out what slope my graph is going to have. Because now that we have the b in front, we can't just solve it normally. All right, I'm going to do one more with you. Look at number 8. All right, our first step is to find our vertex. Okay, I know that the y value is whatever's hanging off the end. So I know that my y is 1. To find my x value, I'm going to set whatever's in my absolute value signs equal to 0. I'm going to add my 3. I'm going to divide by 3. So I know that my x value of my vertex is 1. So at 1, 1, I'm going to put a point. That's my vertex. Now I'm going to see if I plug 0 in, what it's going to give me. Okay, so I already have 1, 1. I'm going to plug in 0. So, -3. Absolute value of 3 times 0 minus 3 plus 1. 3 times 0 minus 3 is -3. The absolute value of -3 is the positive of that. -3 times 3 is -9, plus 1 is -8. So at 0, I'm going to have a value of -8. So 0, -8, all the way down there. That means on the other side, I'm going to have the exact same point because of symmetry. And I can't draw a straight line to save my life. Okay. So a super steep graph. It's opening downwards because that is a negative number. All right, so here's your challenge, okay? I want you to do 9 through 12. I want you to try your best. I don't want you to look at it and say, I don't know how to do this, and then not do it. I want you to look at it, okay? Look at the work that I just did for you. Look at the notes that we just took, and try your best on these. Our first step, remember, is to set the absolute value signs equal to 0. Our second step is to plug in points.